Should we auction off British visas to the highest bidder? Do we want the very wealthy to come and live in this country? Give us a call, 0845 606 0973. Oliver has done just that. He's in Islington. Hello, Oliver.
Hi, Julia.
Hello.
I'm very disgusted with the decisions these Home Office people are making.
It all started back in 2012. I went out on the 7th and was not feeling well. I could feel my stomach tightening up. I ended up in the Whittington Hospital on the 8th. That was my grandson's birthday. Terrible day to be in the hospital. However, I was sent home after putting me on the nebulizer. Well, when before I left, the doctor that saw me, she gave me a letter instructing me to stop taking the metformins, which is the medication for diabetes. And that medication has, according to the doctor, has destroyed the kidneys. If there was another way out, rather than going on the dialysis, oh God, I would have. But there was no way out.
I need a kidney, and I've got a live donor. My sister is a match. This institution has done, Julia, all the tests, and it comes back that my sister is a match. And they've applied to the Home Office for my sister to come here to give me one from Jamaica, to give me one of her kidneys so I can get out of my normal life.
There are days when I would get up and I would just look at the machine and I would break down because I'm thinking, this is my life. Look at my life. I'm on a machine, you know, to keep me going. At this young age, 38. If anyone had said to me, boy, you know what, Oliver, you would have been going down this road, I would have told them that, oh, you're lying. So when they said to me that, is there any of your family members that would be ready to donate a kidney to you on this, I started to think, you know, my dad was the first one to say, I am ready. My sister was also a match, but the hospital decides not to use my dad and use my sister instead because she is much younger. And the hospital has sent back home to Jamaica to the labs to do some tests. And all these tests were done and they came back match. And I can't understand why it took the Home Office so long after we've applied for the visa not to give it to her. And in that time, I had to do few operations, including, it went as far as I lost vision in the right eye, had to be operated on, and it was absolutely crazy. All because I was denied the opportunity to get a kidney transplant. They were talking about immigration, and they were talking about visa. I just picked up the phone. I just called you and I just explained to her what the situation was. When this interview was done, you wouldn't even know how good it felt. Because I knew there was hope. I knew.
I've got my hands on my head. I'm so horrified by this.
And it is not fair for me, as a person who wants to get on with my life, hearing this, in my head, it's telling me that my sister will never get the opportunity to come here because I don't have that money to do it.
Oliver, listen, let's take your details. We'll see what we can help along with this. This sounds ridiculous. Oliver, thank you so much for your call. We're talking about Oliver Cameron. He's an LBC listener, an LBC caller. His sister had generously offered to donate her own kidney, being a live donor from Jamaica, but the Home Office had refused. LBC, obviously, we didn't like the sound of this story, got involved, managed to publicise the story, and amazingly, wonderfully, at the end of last week, the Home Office reversed their decision. It was actually the Immigration Minister, James Brokenshire, who looked at it personally. They overturned the decision, and Oliver Cameron's sister, Keisha, is going to pick up her visa from the High Commission in Jamaica today.